Hello, everybody. TGIF. It is the end of a very long work day for May. I'm sure it looks a little warmer and cozier in here. I normally don't stream this late in the day in the bar, so I'm lit right now by torchlight. But welcome to my bar. Let me know if you can hear me okay. It's probably a little echoey. I'm sorry about that. I'm so excited to enjoy this. So bartender Nate, the lovely soul that he is, while I was finishing up my last Amazon live stream of the day, made me a peppermint hot chocolate with, it looks like peppermint schnapps, which he put just back here. I'm sure he probably put the recipe for the drink in the Discord, but peppermint schnapps to make a peppermint hot chocolate. And it had whipped cream on it once upon a time and some mini marshmallows as well. Some of that has melted because he had to leave to pick up little man from school while I'm doing Dragonrider happy hour today. But welcome. Was this the same drink I had for the Game Awards? It's the one that we kicked off the Game Awards with. Yes, good memory. Yes. But welcome, everybody. Yes, the recipe is in the Discord. Thank you, Jenny, for confirming that. You are so lovely. Perfect. Thank you, everybody. But yes, welcome to the Dragonrider happy hour. I know it's been a few weeks since we've been able to do one of these, and work has just been so wild, and I'm sorry I haven't been able to do more of these, but for mental health reasons, I thought it best to give myself a break. But I'm back this week and excited to discuss some gaming news with you. So cheers. I hope that you have had an okay work week. I hope that you're ready to kick off the weekend. Some of you might be kicking off your holiday vacations already if you're traveling for the holidays. Ours is officially kind of kicking off today. I still have some work I have to do, like following up on stuff, but this is the end of my officially booked on camera work for a little bit. So I'm very excited about that. So welcome. Jenny says, I have a non-boozy hot chocolate, which is great. I saw, who was it? Steven earlier said, you have a blush and tacos. That sounds like a lovely night. Sargon, Destroyer of Worlds says, your work has been so wild that I needed a nap after work today. This is a very castle-y tankard. Yeah, this is actually, I got this from Disney a long time ago. It is supposed to be Sleeping Beauty's castle. So it says once upon a time and kind of tells her story. And then this side gives it away. But I just like that it's a castle. I now have more castle-y tankards up there, which, speaking of, the bar tour is finally going up on YouTube. It's going to go up on Wednesday. So the full bar tour video going up on Wednesday. It's actually happening. I'm going to schedule it before I leave for the holiday break. So it's definitely going up, and you can see all my other tankards that I'm talking about in that video when it goes up. Oh, that is delicious, and I needed it. Yay! So yes, thank you everybody for winding down your work week and kicking off your weekend with me. Some of the gaming topics we're going to discuss this week, and we have so many because we took a few weeks off, but I wanted to go over the Game Awards for anyone that missed the co-stream, just kind of some of the winners, some of the big announcements. Then we're going to talk about a rumor that PlayStation Now might be going away. It might be gone for good. Then we're going to talk about PlayStation getting more into indies. PlayStation indie games. What? When we do the Gong Show, it's always like ID at Xbox or PC or even indie games, but never PlayStation. So that's news. And Halo Infinite, rife with bugs, but updates are here. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and then we're going to jump into the quick hits news. So if you're watching this after the fact and just want to jump to the news, feel free to jump to those specific chapters, and we will have you all checked out. I know, Are We Dead Yet? It says new episodes of The Witcher and Expanse today. I know, Fridays are like the big day right now. Peppermint hot cocoa for the win. It's so nice. It's so nice. And yes, Daniel Casaubon, the bar tour is going up on Wednesday. All right. Nindies. Steven says, I like the phrase Nindy. Yeah, the Nintendo Indies, Nindies. All right, so the Game Awards are a thing that happened. I co-streamed them with my good friend Maud Garrett last Thursday, but in case you missed it and didn't hear it, we didn't get a chance to talk about it on Happy Hour. Here is a rundown of the big winners of the night. Game of the Year went to It Takes Two. Best Narrative went to Guardians of the Galaxy, which I called. Art Direction went to Deathloop. Performance went to Maggie Robertson, Lady D in Resident Evil Village. Best indie game went to Kena, Bridge of Spirits. Best action went to Returnal. Best action adventure went to Metroid Dread. And most anticipated went to Elden Ring. Did any of those things surprise you? Let me know in chat. Oh, Tyler Boyce is just completing week 1 of holiday break. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. But yeah, those were the big winners. And some of the announcements, let me know how you felt about the winners, if you had feelings one way or another on what was announced. Some of the big announcements, we got a new story trailer for Elden Ring, which I'm mad hyped for. Keanu Reeves told us to check out The Matrix. Keanu Reeves, actually, and Carrie-Anne Moss together unveiled the Matrix, what was it? The Matrix Unreal Engine experience, but what was it called? It was called The Matrix Awakens. The Matrix Awakens, the Unreal Engine experience. It looked cool. Steven says, I'm glad the actress for Lady D won over some big star personalities. Also, she looked amazing. She did. Steven says, I only want to experience the Game Awards with you and friends giving commentary from now on. Oh, good. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. We had a great time. It was fun. Rob K says, It Takes Two won Game of the Year. Crickets. I mean, it was a beautifully done game. It was a beautifully done game. I did not expect it to win Game of the Year. Not saying it didn't deserve it. I think every game nominated deserved it. But I didn't think that was the way that the judges were going to go. Steven says, I'm so hyped for Star Wars Eclipse and Wonder Woman, which were two more of the big announcements at the Game Awards. Star Wars Eclipse gave us a cinematic trailer, and WB Games announced a Wonder Woman game. Very, very excited about all of that. My friend Anthony Carboni joined us for the co-stream. He lost his mind over Alan Wake 2 being announced. We got a release date for Forspoken, the game that my good friend Gary Rueda is writing on, which looks awesome. And not just because Gary's working on it, but it will be officially released May 24th of next year for PS5 and PC. Cuphead, we got the Delicious Last Course DLC news. That is coming out on June 30th of next year. And The Expanse is getting the Telltale treatment, although Telltale, not Telltale. We'll see. But I love the show The Expanse, and I loved the previous Telltale game, so hopefully we saw more of Lord of the Rings Gollum, which still looks hilarious. And what was that super scary game? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I do not want to play that online multiplayer horror game, but some of you might. I throw it out there to the horror fans that are out there, but those were some of the more interesting announcements, I thought. G. Monet says, ooh, what is this Expanse Telltale? Right? Maud and I lost our minds. So a Telltale game, like we've seen Wolf Among Us, Batman, it's going to get the Telltale treatment. Game of Thrones, but on The Expanse. I'm into it. I am into it. Happy holidays, Rex Sampaga. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And yes, the Cuphead trailer was totally adorable. I am with you. Steven said Anthony had opinions on It Takes Two. I don't know who Anthony played It Takes Two with. Did he say? And I'm not remembering. The Expanse Telltale was announced during the pre-show of the Game Awards, so that might be why some of you missed it. So you guys are going to use dragon scales to redeem Texas Chainsaw Massacre? That seemed so frightening. That seems so frightening. I definitely do not want to, and I haven't seen the original film because I don't watch scary stuff like that. All right, moving on. Sony is working on a competing service to combat Xbox Game Pass. We've kind of talked about how PS Now and PS Plus are kind of Sony's own version of that, but this is a rumor, but here's what has been reported. Sources familiar with Sony's plans to compete against Xbox's Game Pass shared details of a new service, which is codenamed Spartacus, where PlayStation players can pay a monthly fee for access to a library of modern and classic games. Okay. Documents on the project revealed 3 tiers for the service. The first includes the same benefits as PlayStation Plus, which is required for online gaming and comes with some free games each month. A second, higher tier offers access to a gaming catalog like Game Pass does. And then a third tier will include extended demos, game streaming, and access to a larger library that includes a back catalog of PlayStation 1 through PlayStation 3 and PSP games. So not structured exactly like Game Pass, but a 3-tier system like that. And supposedly, this new Spartacus service is going to launch in spring 2022. And when it does launch, they are apparently going to do away with the PlayStation Now name. So it will just all be called PlayStation Plus so as to not be confusing. Interesting, says Jimune, right? Totally interesting. Wonder what they'll call it. PlayStation Ultra Plus Ultra Super Maximum. That's a great name. You should call Sony. That's great. And then Tier 4, they send you a PS5. I mean, that's kind of like the hardware model that Microsoft is going with. Hi, Metal Sonic, and you want me to give a shout out to your friend Aaron. Hello, Aaron and Metal Sonic 7. How are you today? Happy Friday. Tyler Boy says, I was just talking about The Expanse, a Telltale series with a friend. Much hype. And Rob K says, PlayStation Plus gives me another reason to not buy another console. Yes. Yes, we do want to play as Kamina Drummer. It's very exciting, Tyler Boyce. I love that you're still on the Expanse hype because I am too. But yeah, I mean, do you think Sony's new service will be able to match what Game Pass already has? I mean, I guess it's great. In my opinion, I don't ever think of it as like a match or a compete. It's Game Pass is for people who are in the Xbox or PC ecosystem, and maybe this new service, codenamed Spartacus, will be for the folks who are in the PlayStation ecosystem. I like to be an equal opportunity gamer. I play Nintendo, I love Nintendo. I play PlayStation, I love PlayStation. I play Xbox, I love Xbox. I play on PC, I love my PC. But there are some people that are diehard one camp, right? I am not one of those people, but to those people, I'm glad that this type of thing is being offered for you. All right, let's move on. Oh, it sounds like my family's home. You might hear them in the background. This is what I get for doing this later in the day. All right, PlayStation getting into the indie game world. Valkyrie Entertainment was acquired by PlayStation, and Sony made moves to repair their relationship with some indie partners after some feedback they got earlier last year. So kind of the nitty-gritty of that is Valkyrie Entertainment is really, they're an independent studio that's best known for like co-development services on bigger games. So they assisted in the development of God of War Ragnarok, Halo Infinite, Forza Motorsport 7. But they themselves are an independent studio that are now going to be under Sony's umbrella. And in July 2021, apparently a number of indie publishers publicly called out Sony for their dismissal of the challenges facing small developers. Whoops. And so Sony has made some moves and made some statements saying that they do not want to do that. They released a document that I guess IGN got hands on that said they want continued improvement for indie developers, including reducing complexity, with Sony pledging to improve communication on their various channels, clarify who publishers should be taking concerns to, etc., make it a little bit easier. And they promised to give all of their active publishing and developing partners access to better game sales, engagement, and promotion analytics, as well as improve their discoverability. So Sony's making moves. I'm a big fan of indie games. Obviously, I do an indie game showcase on my Twitch channel every Tuesday because I love indie games so much. And I'm also a big PlayStation fan. So seeing Sony support smaller devs makes me happy. It is kind of a ruh-roh that they got called out for it in the first place, but I do like to see it now. DJ David says, Trisha, I cannot wait for God of War. I know, me too. Tyler Boyce says, honestly, I do PlayStation Plus for the free games. It's so cool to get access to all these classic favorites or new indies. So there's a way, PlayStation Plus, giving out some indies for people as well, like Abzu, which is great, and so many more, you said. All right. Tyler Boyce says, I do find it interesting that I've shifted from PC gaming to PS4 and PS5 during the pandemic. That is interesting. Now, is that because of the hardware you have access to, I wonder? Steven says, well, that's nice for the indie guys. And yes, season's greetings to everyone. So yes, I love to see that come in. All right, flipping things from Sony to Microsoft. Halo Infinite got some bugs. and people have been talking about it a lot online. But the good news is they're all over it. So within days of release, people are encountering a lot of bugs in the Halo Infinite campaign when it comes to game saves and quick resume. And apparently they're saying a fix is already in the works for this, which is great. And if any of you are playing Halo Infinite campaign on Xbox Series X or S right now and are having that issue, they said the best way to ensure you don't get that issue is to fully quit Halo Infinite before relaunching, so not to use the quick resume feature of Xbox Series X, which, I mean, not using a feature that's really awesome is not really a great fix, but a real fix is coming soon. That's what they say, at least. 343 has also confirmed that the ability to replay campaign missions, which a lot of people were frustrated they could not do, will be added. There was a little bit of backlash, like I said, because of that. So that will be added in the future so that you can go back and do that. Right now, the only way to replay some story missions is to start a new save file, which people don't want to do. And there has also been a save wiping glitch affecting both single and multiplayer gameplay, which would load you into the game. Have you seen any clips of this? It loads you into the game from a third person's perspective before wiping your save completely. Whoopsie daisy. But the good news is they're listening to feedback and working on it and being very responsive, which is great. If you're playing Halo Infinite's multiplayer, I'm not really playing that, but if you are, there's going to be some changes to Battle Pass as well, due again to player feedback. So things like the weighting of individual challenges are going to be changed. Some different mode and activity specific changes are going to happen with certain of those challenges, and new challenges, new challenge types, etc. All of that will be coming in the future. And also the weekly Ultimate Challenge should be easier to complete moving forward. They had their overall requirements for that lowered. So again, this is 343 kind of listening to feedback. Have any of you played it? Have you run into any of these bugs? Brett says so many bugs. I'm playing it on PC. I haven't had an issue yet. Knock on wood, I say. Knock on wood. Hans says, well, Microsoft finally got me into PC Game Pass with Halo. I mean, that day one launch with Game Pass is so hard to pass up. So hard to pass up. Tyler says, I love Sony's promotion of indie games like Hoa, Kena Bridge of Spirits, etc. And Maface is saying in relation to the Game Awards, it should be called Game Trailers with a couple of awards sprinkled in awards. I feel that from lots of people. Hi, little man.
I showed you this.
Oh my good. Can you show the internet this?
And I showed you a present.
Did you make that? Oh, my son just came home from school and made the cutest thing.
I want you to triple these quotes.
Okay, look what Logan made at school. It's our whole family, and there's like some snow in there. Buddy, this is so awesome. Thank you for making that.
Yeah, welcome.
All right, come on. Let's go.
We gotta do that.
Okay. All right,
After we go pee-pee done potty, we're gonna do that. All right.
that sounds like a great Friday to me. Yeah, have a good time, my guy. I'll see you in just a bit. Again, Dragonrider happy hour being later in the day, these are the kind of things that, you know, we get surprised with sometimes. All right, folks. Quick hits news. Spider-Man and video games. Happy No Way Home weekend. I'm not seeing it in theaters this weekend. I'm sure there will be spoilers. I'm trying to avoid them. I haven't really been on Twitter today because I'm trying to avoid No Way Home spoilers. Nate and I want to be very sure that we can get to a theater safely to see something. Otherwise, we'll just have to wait for it to come to streaming. But that's why I'm not seeing it this weekend. But there are 2 new Spidey suits available in Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, and that's the one on the PS5, to celebrate Spider-Man No Way Home. So I could experience it that way, maybe. So again, they're only available on Spider-Man Remastered, which is the upgraded PS5 version of 2018 Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man. All right. So there's that. Also, Spider-Man joined Fortnite, and lots of people are into it. But apart from the skins, it also added web slinging. And the web slinging apparently in Fortnite feels just as good as the web slinging in the Insomniac Spider-Man games. So good, in fact, that Fortnite is deciding to keep web slinging even after the skins are gone as like a permanent part of Fortnite. So, Spidey, leaving your mark. Leaving your mark. Huzzah! It's also interesting to note that this Fortnite edition is probably the only way that Xbox or PC owners will be able to play as Spider-Man in a modern game, since both of Insomniac's games are PlayStation exclusive. Interesting. I still don't play Fortnite, but that's an interesting thing to say. All right. Sam says, you just keep bouncing around all over the place from platform to platform, don't you? Well, you know, we are, this is the news stream. So the news stream can cover a little bit of whatever's going on in the world. You know what? I'll throw in there Nintendo, too. Nintendo had an indie showcase this week. I did not get a chance to see it, but some of the games are on my radar for future Twitch Gong shows from the Nintendo Indie World Showcase. All right, now let's bounce it back again. Boom, boom, boom. If you're looking for a Christmas gift and someone is getting a PS5, those PS5 console covers are available and very cute in red, purple, black, blue, or pink. Resident Evil Village was apparently the most completed game of 2021. I completed it, and I don't complete every game, so that tracks for sure. And that was from How Long to Beat. I use How Long to Beat to try to gauge if I'll be able to do a specific, to complete a specific game on stream. But from How Long to Beat, Resident Evil Village was the most completed game of 2021. Very cool. Very, very cool. Other quick hits news. Oh, this is interesting. Square Enix is stopping selling both digital and physical copies of Final Fantasy XIV because too many people are playing it. And their servers can't keep up, so they're temporarily suspending sales. So if you were like, I'm thinking of getting into it and have not bought it yet, it might be too late for you. It might be too late. We were just talking about it the other day on stream, and I was saying I haven't gotten into it yet because I know that I would love it, and I would probably play it for way too many hours and not see my family or complete any of my work responsibilities anymore. Because it's not a game I can complete. I need games I can complete for my sanity. But yes, that's Square Enix humble brag. Yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness. Tyler says, regarding Logan's appearance, your faith in humanity is up to 400% after that adorableness. And I know on earlier, I'm sorry, Metal Sonic said, how's the family and how have you been? Family is good. So you just heard Logan and Nate, and Logan made that awesome Christmas present at school today. Today is his last day of school before the Christmas break, so he's excited for his holiday break. And we're good. For the holidays, we're going to go visit my parents in Pennsylvania. And Logan did like a virtual online meet with Santa because that's what we've been doing during COVID times. And Santa told him on that online call that he was going to be coming to Logan's house before we go to Pennsylvania. And then he was going to come to Logan's grandparents' house, my parents' house, when we are in Pennsylvania. So Logan gets 2 Santa visits. He's very stoked. And Logan's first Santa visit is happening tomorrow morning. So it's kind of like our LA Christmas Eve tonight. So we've got a lot going on, but it's great. My family is good. We are very, very blessed and happy and fortunate. And honestly, I'm so grateful as always to have this community, to have the Dragonrider community, formerly the Naked Army. I don't know that anyone still says the Naked Army, except for maybe the people who listen to the Naked Truth podcast, which is still a thing. New episode went up yesterday. But yeah, this community, people that have been following my work and my content for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, thank you. I am so fortunate and blessed to continue to be able to work in an industry that I love. And I've got my family, and we've got our health, and I've got you guys and your friendship that keeps me going every single day through all of it. So thank you. Joe Rowe says, happy Friday, Trisha. Hope you're able to take it easy and have a great weekend. As usual, here's the Trisha Frozen and Carbonite Fund just for you, Joe Rowe. There it is. Just for you. Thank you for that. Very, very nice. Jimine says, I've been with you since SourceFed Nerd was new. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I bet Logan would love a visit from Santa Steve. That's not allowed in this house. Logan had that one online interaction with Santa Steve, and luckily for Santa Steve was very well behaved. Otherwise, he might have gotten a visit from this Krampus over here and would not have been too happy. Tyler says regarding Square Enix, stop buying our game is something I never thought I'd hear. Yeah, well, when you're dealing with online servers and multiplayer servers, that's a lot. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching today's Dragon Rider Happy Hour. Please know how much I appreciate you. Whatever you're doing for the holiday, if you're traveling, travel safely. If you're dealing with family that lie on all different ends of the political or religious spectrum, or just have general different worldviews than you, I wish you all of the patience and luck with those situations. I know sometimes family gatherings, while lovely, can be strenuous. So I'm thinking of all of you. And for those of you who've lost loved ones this year, a lot of us have, that can tend to make the holiday times a little bit tougher as well. So revel and enjoy in the family you have. A little bit of housekeeping before I sign off. There will be no Dragon Rider Happy Hour next week due to Christmas. But the bar tour will be going up on Wednesday. So you'll get the full secret bar tour in vloggy video form going up on the YouTube channel on Wednesday. I did have the first part of a giveaway launch on Instagram already, but you can still enter if you have not seen that. And the second part of that giveaway, which is the bigger part of that giveaway, is going to launch next week. I also am going to be on TV. There is a 4-part TBS Nintendo Winter Games Challenge that's for charity that I was able to film and take part in. And that is airing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. I'll make sure to promote it on social media and in the Discord and stuff like that in case you want to watch it. But that's really cool. And so I will have content going up next week, even though I will be kicking my feet up and relaxing, ideally. I will have some Amazon streams on Tuesday. But that's it. You know me. Time off work? What's time off work? But seriously, I'm going to try to take some time off work. All right. I love you dearly. Joe says no thank you and happy holidays. Mwah! All right. I love you all so much. Have a great weekend. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.